All right, welcome in. Time to get educated. All right, so I was just watching something and I saw some little thing on the sidebar on YouTube about why Mars is a terrible idea and why we should be colonizing Venus instead. And on the surface, pun intended, that may sound a little ridiculous, but the clouds of Venus may be way more hospitable to human life than the surface of Mars. In fact, I know it is. Certain parts of it, at least. I think Mars is a folly, a waste of time, and just like just a cooked up fantasy or a fantasy Elon Musk cooked up in one of his drug addled hazes or whatever the fuck. That dude does a lot of drugs. I made a video on it. 20 drugs. He walks around with a box of 20 drugs. That's not exactly a guy I'd be trusting on scientific matters, of life and death. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how people respect him. Like, yeah, I remember reading back in the day that the clouds of Venus are possibly, habitable for human beings. And yeah, let's just read about it with the help of Google AI. Puts everything into a nice, convenient space for me. I don't have to do like a million tabs of research. All right. Yeah, I know people against AI. You know what I'm against? I'll put I believe in nuance, caveats. I'm not anti anything. I'm anti AI that makes people dumber, like rock or because I still do a lot of heavy research, off camera on my own. I just use this for these videos for convenience. I don't use AI for research at all. Like when I'm just doing it for my enjoyment, my pleasure, but recreation. But yeah, I know people are, and like people are, like dating AI. Like I saw a story yesterday. A guy he's close to abandoning his wife and 2-year-old daughter. He's falling in love with AI because it reinforces all of his bullshit. Like people are, man, that's so pathetic. You have a family and you want AI. Like that's the problem. Like that's the shit where we need regulation. Like some people just can't I don't know, you have to save some people from themselves. It's like I think cigarettes should be illegal, things like that. Hey, AI is just as dangerous. It's a social way. It's a social cancer. All right, anyways, you just gotta be careful. I believe in regulation. I don't believe anything should run unfettered without regulation. That's how you get a fucked up world. But we're not gonna get regulation. This Republican bill, the big beautiful bill, bans states from regulating AI for 10 years. Gee, I wonder why. It's gonna fuck up our society. It's already fucked up. Most people are already fucked up. Anyways, just being real. While Venus's surface is incredibly hostile with extreme temperatures and pressures, there's a fascinating concept about possibility of humans surviving and even thriving in the upper atmosphere of Venus. I'd much rather try this than fucking Mars. Habitable zone on Mars is gonna be underground. You don't get any sun at all. Habitable zone in the clouds. At altitudes between 50 and 60 kilometers, the atmospheric pressure and temperature are surprisingly similar to those found at Earth's surface. If people even know about this, people probably think it's crazy. Oh, Venus is too hot. You're right. The clouds are hospitable. In this region, a person could potentially survive with a tight-fitting oxygen mask. It's like, just think about Earth. The higher up you go, the colder it's going to get. And there's actually some weird parts of our atmosphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, all that, where like the higher you go, it'll get hotter, but then it'll get colder again. Anyways, it's just like Venus, Venus is really hot due to the runaway greenhouse effect. Like I said, I do my own research. I'm not an AI fucking idiot. I do my own research. I don't believe in AI for that. Like that's gonna fuck people's brains up. I use it for you people. Anyways, yeah, the runaway greenhouse effect is what happened on Venus. Why it's so hot? Like the clouds have trapped in all that CO2 or whatever, and all that the bullshit, the bad stuff that we're gonna do the same thing to Earth with all the yeah. I just don't want to even go down. It's just depressing to think about because we're heading down that road. Like I often wonder, like the universe has been around for a long time. The solar system's what 4 billion years old. Like if I may be wrong about that, but I often wondered if Venus was ever habitable. Like, did they have running water? Maybe there were even some life there. What the hell happened? Like, I know the runaway greenhouse effect happened. How? What the hell did they do to it? Who was they? You know what I mean? Like, how could Venus become like that? I don't understand it. Like, Earth is perfect. Mars is a barren red rock. Venus is crazy hot. Like, what the fuck happened? Anyways, buoyancy in cloud cities. Because the Venusian atmosphere at this altitude is much denser than the air humans breathe, A breathable atmosphere inside a balloon-like structure would act as a lifting gas, allowing a cloud city or habitat to float. I bet we build this before we ever colonize Mars. Somebody's going to come around, some scientist way smarter than us, who's not drug addicted and can think clearly, and is going to actually make this happen. Elon Musk ain't going to colonize Mars. This is similar to how a helium balloon floats in the Earth's atmosphere. That dude's not a genius. I get offended. Like calling that guy a genius. Like geniuses don't kill millions of poor people with greed. Geniuses don't rockets don't blow up every other flight. Geniuses don't walk around with a box of 20 drugs. Geniuses don't bankrupt their own company. Like he's like the stock values that was 70%, or no, it was sales. Orders for the Teslas down 70%. He's all what $150 billion when he was in the White House. Like a genius doesn't do that. Bill Gates is a genius. Steve Jobs was a genius. This guy's a fucking piece of shit. He's a drug addicted piece of trash. It had a massive head start in life and bought pre existing companies. That's not genius. Anybody can do that with the right amount of money. I'm not impressed by that guy. Advantages over surface colonization. Building a floating habitat in Venus's upper atmosphere offers several advantages compared to the surface colony. What do you mean? There's no advantage to a surface colony. You just die. You're going to immediately collapse, implode, like that Venus probe. Like, what the fuck do you mean there's no advantage to a surface colony? That's hilarious. Less demanding technology. But the pressure on Venus is absolutely outrageous. The required pressure suits would be less bulky than those needed on the surface. What you mean, bro? There's no pressure suit that can help us survive on the surface. Like what? Simplifying the movements and operations. Abundant resources. You wouldn't be able to walk. You just it's funny to think about. Like how violent and inhospitable the surface of Venus is. You wouldn't be able to you just immediately just like burn away. Abundant resources. The atmosphere contains carbon dioxide, nitrogen, which could be processed for various purposes, including life support and potentially even construction materials. What? We can build with carbon dioxide and nitrogen? Radiation shielding. The thick atmosphere provides some protection against solar and cosmic radiation. Challenges. Toxic atmosphere. While the pressure and temperature are similar to Earth's, the atmosphere is predominantly carbon dioxide. Yep, the CO2 I was talking about. It's bad. With like we breathe in oxygen, breathe out CO2, I believe. With corrosive sulfuric acid clouds, CO2 is a waste. Just like a lot of you, I'm joking. You're not a waste. If you listen to this, you're actually probably pretty smart. Habitation structures and suits would require special coatings and materials to resist corrosion. Venus is very dry, requiring water to be brought from Earth. Bro, how are we gonna do that? How big would that spaceship be? We're bringing water from Earth. Getting to and from, yeah, it's not gonna happen in our lifetimes, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you, but maybe like 1,000 years. Getting to it and from the floating habitat, launching from a floating platform. Ooh, I want floating platforms. I thought about this. Last thing I'm gonna say before we end the video, we need to be launching rockets from outer space. How that will work with no air, I don't know. Make a new fuel that doesn't need air combustion. I don't know. But like nuclear doesn't need air, right? Like we can stop nuclear bombs and shit. Yeah, man, we need a nuclear engine that can get us to these planets faster. And that's actually something that's it's I don't know if it's in development. It's at least been theorized or put out there. We just got a nuclear propulsion engine to get us these planets faster. Because this old way these rockets, it's with the what do our rockets run on? I don't want to talk stupid. Let me find out. I just call it rocket fuel. Liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Okay, but yeah, there's got to be something better than that, like nuclear energy. But people are so averse to nuclear power because of, I guess, past meltdowns or whatever, like fears that are, I don't know. I don't have a fear of it. That nuclear is the future. People need to get over that fear and grow up so we can actually go to other planets. Anyways, yeah, you're not gonna get there with the rockets we have now. They're just too damn slow.